Okay, let's get ready to start today. Good morning, Autumn. Today we'll be doing a 30-minute gentle flow. We'll be coming in and out softly and gently, so be aware that this is a soft, gentle, flowing class, and try not to push yourself too much today. We push ourselves a lot. Let's give ourselves a break today, give our body a stretch, and try to breathe through it. Okay? Let's go ahead and start in a seated position. So open up your knees off to the side, bring your heels together. Wherever you are in this posture, try to get somewhere where you're sitting comfortable on your sitting bones. Place your hands somewhere soft, somewhere forgetful, somewhere comfortable. You can either place your hands on your knees or clasp your hands together in front of you. Set the gaze forward, neutralize the neck with the spine, soften the body, try to find a comfortable spot here to sit in. Take a deep breath through the nose, and then open up your mouth and sigh it out. One more breath here. Open up and sigh it out. And take a couple of seconds for yourself here. Pause. Move around. Adjust your seat. Get really comfy here. Any micro adjustments you need to take, the thighs, the knees, the shoulders, make it. Make this adjustment, and then sit down and settle into this posture. Take a couple of cleansing breaths for yourself here. Take a moment to realize where you are. Notice your presence. And begin to focus on your breath. Begin to bring your attention inwards towards your breathing. Notice how the breathing is happening. Notice the inhale. And notice your exhale. Inhale in, and then exhale out. Inhale in, and exhale out. Keep that rhythm of breath. Keep that flow of air, that dance of the in and then dance of the out. The length of the breath is unique to your own body. Find it, and then stay with it. Stay with the breathing. The breath does many things. One which keeps us here, makes us aware of the now. A couple more cleansing breaths here. A couple more awareness in the breath. As you let go of the breath, you soften the body, soften everything, and then take a second here to acknowledge the day and to acknowledge the now. Bring your palms together close to your heart. Tuck your chin slightly in as you take a bow in the head. Take a deep breath through the nose. Our dogs are really interested in Lindsay. And then exhale it out. Release the hands from the side. Find a nice comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath. Take the hands above the head. Lift up high. On the exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee. Twist over towards the left side. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Use that left hand, that grip on the mat, to press your body up, and use the right hand on the knee to give yourself a twist over towards the left side. Go softly and go gently here. Don't find that big twist. Just begin slow, and then use the exhale to slowly get deeper into your movements. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Keep that length in the spine. Keep the crown elongated. You have a nice straight spine as you twist over. One more breath here. On the next inhale, release, face forward, let it go, shake your shoulders off for a second. On the next inhale, take the hands up, reach up and high with the hands. On the exhale, twist over to the right, just take your left hand to your right knee. Use that right hand on the mat to give you that press down, that length in the spine. Notice how when she presses her hand down, the spine lengthens, the crown lengthens. Set the gaze softly, either neutral or over the right shoulder. Keep that flow of the air, keep the breath in and out. And then after every exhale, try to find a deeper location of your posture, wherever you may be. A couple more breaths here. On the next exhale, release the body and face forward. Let it go, shrug the shoulders off to the side. Inhale, take the hands all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. On the exhale, roll the back, softly come into a forward fold. Try not to pull or push yourself down. Come down in front. Let go of the shoulders, let go of the upper body. Relax the body and soften your upper body and then come down. Scan your hips and your thighs. Make sure you're not tensing up, you're not grabbing anything on your muscles. Soften everything and then come into a fold. And on the next breath, take your hands to the mat and walk your hands towards your body. Lift your torso all the way up. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Come onto your hands and knees. Roll over with the hips and then find your neutral tabletop position, neutral spine. Take the knees out to be in line with the hips and take the hands out to be in line with the shoulders. We're going to go through a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale, look forward, arch the back, drop the belly. Pause here for a second. Don't stress this, just find the posture here where your gaze is forward, shoulders away from the ears, hips above the knees. Keep the breathing. Keep that breath in and out, but you're in an arch, you're in that back bend. On the next exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, lift up from the shoulder blades, bring the pelvis and the belly button all the way in, lift as much as you can from the shoulder blades and pause here for a second. Pressing the mat away, shoulders up, belly button in. One more breath here. On the next inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, and then find your cow. Now move freely here. Go back and forth in this posture, oscillating from the cat to the cow. On the inhale, we lower the back, we arch, set the gaze forward. On the exhale, we lift up from the shoulder blades, tucking the pelvis all the way in. This is going to feel different for you. This is going to look different, the length and the duration of the breath, based on your own body. But wherever you are, try to take the full breath in, and then try to take the full breath out. Use the capacity of your lungs to find the air in and out. Now let's add movements to this. On the exhale, you can bend the elbows, take the waist back, lower your body down. On the inhale, you can round the back, come into a barrel. Move freely here. Go up and down and explore your body. Explore this posture, explore this position. And as you do so, notice what feels good, what doesn't. Notice what feels tense. Notice what's really, really loose. Notice the places you might want to come back to during your practice. Notice the places you want to avoid during the practice. And then slowly make your way back into a neutral spine tabletop position. If you move around a bit, adjust. Hands stay on the shoulders, knees under the waist. On the inhale, take the right hand to the sky. Reach up and high with the right hand. Turn towards the right side. On the exhale, lower the hand underneath you, through the left armpit, all the way down and placing the right shoulder on the mat. This left hand can stay where it is, or it can extend out further to the mat. If this still feels good, maybe take the left hand behind the back, reach back around, and then find a place where you set the gaze over the right shoulder. You're opening up the right side at the same time. You're twisting on your spine. At the same time, you're applying compression on the right shoulder. So be aware of what's going on through the body. Make adjustments to make this feel really good for you. And keep the breath in and out. One more breath here. On the next exhale, take that left hand wherever it is, place it next to your gaze, and then press down with the left hand, taking the right hand all the way up to the sky. Reach up and high, and let it go, bring it back down to the mat. Reset here, move around, adjust, and we're going to prepare to do the other side. On the next inhale, reach up with the left hand, open up on the left side first, and then exhale, tuck it all the way down through the shoulders, the armpit, all the way down to the mat. Right hand can stay where it is, or it can extend out in front of the head, or you can reach out and bind behind your back. 3 different options depending on how you feel where you are on this side. Often sides the feeling are not symmetrical. Draw the core inside the body as you're twisting to the right side. Set your gaze softly over the right shoulder if it's available to you. Keep the left hand on the mat. Spinal twist and a compression on the left side of the shoulder. Keep the breath in and out. If you feel choppy, come back a little bit. You've gone a little bit too far past your capacity. One more breath here. On the next inhale or exhale, place the right hand next to the gaze. Press down with the right hand as you take the left hand all the way up to the sky. Reach up and high and reset the left hand. Bring it back down to the mat. Bring your knees together, bring your heels together. Try to keep your knees right underneath your hips. And then start slowly walking your hands out to the front of the mat. This is a melted heart to mat pose or puppy pose. Now, if you feel like your hips a little bit forward or back, adjust. It's hard to see or feel in this posture. Maybe take a quick gaze to the back and see where your hips are. Take the hands off to the mat. You can open up your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. It allows a little more opening in the chest and the heart and the spine. And then set either the forehead or the chin on the mat. Press the mat away from your body as you sink your belly button in. Notice a nice curve in the spine here as the hips remain above the knees. One more breath here. On the exhale, lift up, come back up to your hands and knees. Readjust your hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your waist. Take your right foot back to the mat, extend the left leg on the mat, press with the heel down. Find length in the spine, find elongation in the leg. Try to keep your left hip in line with the right. The hips often opens when we try to adjust or move our feet back. Try to keep your hands below your shoulders. Press down, shoulders away from the ears. Draw the core inside the body. And on the next inhale, we're going to open up to the left side, stack the hips, lower the back heel onto the mat as you take the left hand all the way up to the sky. Wherever you are, pause here and make some adjustments. Open up the feet if you need to. Find your balance. Maybe tuck the right foot in. One more breath here. On the exhale, come back down. Left hand to the mat, left knee to the mat. Reset, readjust, move around if you need to. Take the right foot back to the mat, right ball of the foot pressing in. Try to press the right heel into the mat, activating the calf, activating that back right leg. Keep that right hip in line with the left. Scan your body, make sure it's still in alignment. Keep the hands under the shoulders, press the hands into the mat, take the shoulders away from the ears, draw the core inside the body, and then we're going to prepare to open up. Stack the hips as you drop the right heel, point the toes away from you, and take the right hand to the sky. If you feel wobbly or unbalanced here, move your feet around. Take your right foot out, take your left foot out. Find the location, find the place where you feel balanced and you feel connected to the ground. One more breath here. On the exhale, lower the right hand back down to the mat, lower the right knee onto the mat. Shake it up. Open up your knees a little bit wider than they are, bring your heels together, and sink your hips down to your child's pose. As you come down here, make some adjustments, make this feel really good, open up, loosen up. The length of the knees, the opening is up to your body, how you feel this morning. Remember, this is a soft and gentle flow. Soften the shoulders, soften the hands and the elbows, as if you have no control over your hand. Everything is loose, everything is weighed down by gravity. Scan your body, make sure your hips and thighs are soft. Make sure your knees, your ankles, everything is soft. Couple more breaths here. On the next inhale, walk your hands towards your knees and come into your tabletop position. Lift up the hips. Tuck your feet underneath you and then take yourself up to a down dog. Lift up the hips, extend the legs, our first upside down posture. Press your heels up and down, right heel up, left heel up. Try to find some movements and release in this posture. Let's take 3 long breaths here. Open up the feet hip width apart. Open up the hands shoulder width apart. Draw the core inside the body. Press the mat down and away from you. One more breath here. On the exhale, soften the knees. Walk to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Uttanasana. Grab your elbows, shift side to side, loosen up. Try to find some release. Maybe have a bend in the knees. Lower the hips a little bit. Move around here and get wobbly. On the next inhale, slide the hands up towards the head of the knees, a little bit under the knees. Press the hands into the feet. Extend the spine. Try to neutralize your neck. Set the gaze down to the mat. Draw the core inside the body. Be using your hands to pry on your legs to extend the spine. One more breath here. On the exhale, fall forward and softly come into an Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale halfway, one more time. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, inhale and rise all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. On the exhale, take the hands to the heart, pause, notice, samastiti, and feel. And release the hands off to the side. On the next inhale, reach up and high with the hands. And on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Let's lengthen the spine, adjust the body, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees as much as you can and take your feet back to a plank position. And lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, come all the way down to the mat. Take your hands off to the side, find a soft lay down on the belly here. Pause for a second, let your spine adjust, let everything sink in, let everything settle down. Release any tension you have in the body, release any grip, and then stay here for a second or two. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your elbows tucked in towards your ribs. You have a tight, uniform body. On the next inhale, set the gaze forward, lift up the torso, come into your cobra, Bhujangasana. Open up the fingers as much as you can. Keep your elbows tucked in. One more breath here. Exhale, come down. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, set the gaze forward, lift up, rise from the torso, keep your elbows in, keep the fingers forward. Exhale, come back down. Tuck your feet underneath you. Come onto your knees first, lift yourself up. From your knees, rise into your down dog. Lift the hips up. Walk the heels in place. On the next inhale, take the right leg all the way up to the sky. And then swing it underneath your body, press the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back heel to a warrior two, toes pointing away from your body. Inhale, rise, windmill up. Right hand forward, left hand to the back. Front knee above the ankle, front toes pointing forward, back leg is strong, elongated. Hips are in line. Draw your core inside the body. Soften the shoulders a little bit and set the gaze forward. Release the hands for a second. Keep your lower body the way it is. Soften up on the upper body. Shake the shoulders, shrug the hands. And then on the exhale, inhale, softly come back into it. Release and rise. Set the gaze neutral. Turn the palm to the sky. Lean forward as you open up. The front hand goes all the way up to the sky. Back hand slides down the back leg. On the next inhale, come forward. Frame the front foot. Lift up the back heel. Drop the back knee. Come down to a low lunge. Keep that front knee above the ankle. Keep the back knee up. You can slide the back knee a little bit to the back to find a little more intensity in your practice. And then come up to the knees, place both hands on the knees. Try to find length in the spine, length in the crown, gaze forward. This is a nice back bend at the same time. On the next exhale, take the hips to the back, extend the long knee, point the toes out. Kick the heel out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find the gentle forward fold here on the front leg. Try to keep your left hip forward, right hip a little bit to the back. Soften the knees a little bit, soften the body. Try to soften your entire body in this posture as you round the back. Avoid pressing or pulling your body down. Find softness. On the next inhale, come back up, bend the front knee, lean forward a little bit, tuck the back foot in, lift up the back knee, and then bring the back foot to the front to a forward fold. Walk your heels in place, find some release, find some fluidity. On the next inhale, slide the hands up halfway, and on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Seal the breath and seal the movement. And release the hands off to the side. On the next inhale, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, lower down the hips, take your feet back towards your plank. Lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, come all the way down to the mat. Take your hands to the back, let go, soften up, release the entire body. Let the spine reset, let the hips reset, let the thigh reset, let everything reset. On the next inhale, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Try to get a 90-degree angle with your hands. Place your elbows on the mat. Place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Fingers pointing forward. Open up your hands so they're parallel together. Keep your hips on the mat. Set the gaze forward. Find your Sphinx posture. And soften the body here. If you normally do your Sphinx with engagement, with tightness, soften up this time. Let go of the lower back, upper back, shoulders. Let go of the neck, the thigh, and the ankle. Soften everything up. On the next exhale, come back down to the mat. Tuck the feet underneath you. Come up to your knees first. From your knees, rise into your down dog. On the next inhale, reach up and high with the left leg. Open up on the left side. Exhale, swing it underneath you. Place it in between your hands. Drop the back heel. Back toes pointing away. Warrior 2, inhale. Come up. Front knee remains above the front ankle. Front toes are pointing forward. Thighs engaged. Doesn't have to be parallel to the mat. It can be engaged. Back foot parallel to the mat. Back leg strong, fully elongated. The core is engaged and active. Set the gaze forward. Reach up in the hands. Release the hands for a second. Soften the upper body. Keep the lower body where it is. On the next inhale, come into it. Gently rise. Right hand forward, left hand forward, right hand back. Draw the core inside the body. As you find length in the crown, turn, set the gaze towards the front side. Lean forward, turn the palms up and open up. Front hand goes up, back hand slides down the back leg. Keep the breath. On the next exhale, windmill your hands to the front, frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, square the hips, drop the back knee, low lunge. Right hip forward, left hip back, and inhale, come up to the front knee. Keep the front knee aligned with the front ankle. Keep that symmetry, that alignment in the joints. Keep the toes pointing out. Use the back knee to find a little more intensity in your stretch. Slide it back if you need to. Find the length in the crown. Reach up with the crown. Nice flat back. On the next exhale, frame the front foot. Take the hips to the back. Lengthen the front leg as you kick front toe out, front heel out. Inhale, find breath. Exhale, softly fold forward. Round the back, come into the front leg. Try not to pull or push yourself down here. Use the softness and roundness in the back to give you that stretch. Maybe bring the chin all the way to the chest. Scan your body. Try to soften every location. Try to soften your joints in the body. And then take a couple of breaths here. On the next inhale, come up, bend the front knee, lift up, tuck the back foot, lift up the back knee, take the back foot forward, find your forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart, samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. And release the hands off to the side. As if you can face forward, we're going to come down. Tuck the chin into the chest and slowly roll yourself down to the ground. One vertebrae at a time. Softly come down. Bend the knees, sink the hips down, and make your way down to the mat. Lift up the heels, come into your tippy toes. Bring your knees together if it's available to you, if it's good for your body. Keep your hands along the side. Find balance first. Once you have that balance, see if you can bring your hands up or bring your hands towards the knees. Keep that length in the spine. Keep the length in the crown, neck in line with the spine, gaze neutral, either forward or on the mat. Maybe open up the knees off to the side. Try to keep balance here as you sink your heels together. Try closing your eyes for a couple of seconds here. See how this feels. And then place the hands on the ground in front of you. Sink the hips and sink the heels as you come into a soft forward fold.
Give it about like that.
Yeah. Soften the body. And then lower the tush onto the mat. Take the feet off to the mat. Remain in your upright posture. Let's find Dandasana, staff pose. A nice elongated spine, legs fully elongated, crown lifted. Inhale, take the hands to the sky, reach up and high. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, fall forward, soften the back, soften the neck, soften the shoulders, soften the upper body. On the next inhale, go ahead and come up, lift up your torso and rise up. Bend the right knee, take the right foot on the inside of the left leg, open up your left leg a little bit off to the side. Turn around, frame the left leg. Inhale, lengthen, find breath. Exhale, fold in onto the left side. Janu Shirshasana, left side. You can bend the left knee if you choose to here to lift up the knee just a little bit and bring your chest a little bit closer. Remember, try softness here. Try not to pull or push yourself down. One more breath here. On the next inhale, walk your hands towards your body and lift up and rise. Take the right foot off to the right side as you bring the left foot in to the right thigh. Turn around, frame your right leg. Inhale, lengthen with the spine, find elongation, grow. Exhale, fall forward, softly round the back, come in onto the right side, Janu Shirshasana. Soften the lower body, soften the shoulders, soften the hands, the neck, the gaze, the hips, and the thighs. On the next inhale, go ahead and rise. Walk your hands towards your body. Bring both feet in, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Let the knees flop off to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Find elongation, find breath, and then soften the body on the exhale and fold forward. The distance from your heels to your groin can vary based on how you feel this morning, based on your body, and based on your breath. Find softness in the neck and the shoulders and the upper body. On the next inhale, lift up, walk your hands towards your body as you rise. Keep walking your hands back, come onto your back and take the feet off to the mat. Lie on your back, extend the feet off to the mat, and take a micro shavasana here. Let the spine reset, let the hips sink back in, let the thighs reset, shoulders reset, let everything reset here. Take the knees to the sky, bring the feet to the mat. Open up the feet, mat width apart, and windshield your knees left and right. Bring your knees in for a hug. Squeeze really tight. Wrap your hands around your knees, your shin, your thighs. Maybe lift up the forehead or the crown to meet the knees. Release the knees, take the feet to the sky, kick the heel out. Flex your toes, find some movements in the feet and the ankles. And then bend your knees, lower the feet, grab the insides of the soles of the feet, open up the knees off to the side, find your happy baby. Roll over side to side, left and right, back and forth. And when you're done, be done. Release the feet, take them out to the mat. Find your shavasana, your corpse pose. Let the toes flop out, let the heels come in. Turn the palms to the sky, soften the shoulders, and soften the body. and soften your breath. Scan your body here. Start from the forehead and end at the toes. Make sure you release any grip, any tension. Make sure you soften every inch on your way down. Let the breath find its way. Let the involuntary breathing take over. And as always, allow yourself to experience the place you call here and now.